How we doing today, guys? Hope you guys are having an awesome day. So we're gonna be going over how to build HTML calculator app starting with JavaScript. Okay, so this is running a calculator program using JavaScript. So if you're taking Java programming and you're just starting off everything, I hope this video helps out, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and if you want more videos like this, let me know. Okay. By the end of this video, you should be able to get the calculator that functions actually like an iPhone calculator. Okay, so here we need to, before we even attempt working on the calculator, we're gonna need to work on a few. So these are some of the minimum requirements for JavaScript command: if-else statements, for loops, JavaScript functions, and else functions. Okay, how to change the next from text content property, also how to add event listeners with the event delegation pattern. Okay, so building a calculator. So we're gonna go into building a calculator. So the first piece of code I have up here is building a calculator. Okay, so we have dev class equals calculator, dev class equals calculator display 0, dev class equals calculator keys dev. So we're gonna close that statement. We can use also CSS grid to make the keys since they're arranged in a grid-like format. This already had been done in your starter file. You can find a starter. So if you already done some starter file, you can connect them together. Okay. So also we're gonna go ahead and do calculator keys, display grid, and other necessary CSS files. Okay, that connects you, because also you make a CSS connection to this. I've done it with HTML coding before. It's usually I've done it only with building websites, but if you've done it outside of websites, let me know. To help us identify the operator, the decimal clear and equal keys, we're going to supply a data action attribute that describes what they do. These are all the data attributes, so it's programming the computer to let them know what buttons and equals what does each button do. So we're only going to be going about the highest number is going to be 9, so that's what we're going to program the buttons that equal the highest number, which is 9. Other than that, we're not going to be doing. Actually, thinking here, I'm going to go ahead and change the numbers here, because I did them backwards and I just want to change the numbers here. Give me 1 second. We'll go ahead and do that. 6, but we are still going to only go up to 9, so let's 8 and 9. Okay, so with that being said, so 5 things can happen when a person gets hold of the calculator. They hit a number key 0 to 9. That's what we have, like number key 0 to 9 listed. An operator key plus minus x to divide. That's what we have. The addition, subtract, multiple, and divide, just for that. Decimal keys, the equal keys, and the clear keys. Okay, that's so we also have the decimal key, the clear key, and the equal button also as well. All for all the hits of the buttons if you were to hit the button to calculate. So it's just like a regular calculator app, nothing really too complicated. First steps building a calculator are to able to first listen for all key presses and determine the type of key that is pressed. In case, we can use the event data pattern to listen, since keys are all children of calculator keys. So that's kind of well, you know, when that key's pressed to activate that certain key. Next, we can use the data action attribute to determine the type of key that is clicked. So that's what we use. The const key equals e.target. Okay, and also action equals key dot data set dot action. If the key does not have a data action attribute, it must be a number key. If action, that's what I have here also as well. If the key has a data action, this is either add, subtract, multiply, divide, we know the key is an operator. I will not be going over the function of operators, but it kind of just lets you we'll go over that in a future video. Okay, if the key, the data action, is a decimal, we know that the user clicked on the decimal key. So we're going to follow the same process we did with the data action is clear. We know user clicked to do the data action calculate as well as clicked. That's what we have. The if action equals decimal and blah 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 blah. Okay, but so we're gonna go ahead and work on that. 1 second, we type that in because I have it in my notes here, but I also need to type it into the actual final sheet here. All right, I don't know if you can see that. You may not be able to see my work as well because of the screen, so I do apologize. Let me move it up for y'all. There we go. All right, so at this point, you should get a console log response for every calculator key. So at this point, you should be pretty much done with the calculator program. pretty much simple. Did not take me long to do. If you're starting off beginning of code, I recommend you look up kind of what if else statements are. You looking kind of how loops work and JavaScript functions and error functions. Those are the two biggest things, and operators. I would say suggest researching those and study up on those, and then once you have those down, then I would suggest you to do this project. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I enjoyed this a lot. This is fun, simple little project to do, and I hope you guys have an amazing holiday. Have a good one.